In this episode, we're looking at the top 5 mistakes you can make while searching for a job during lockdown. Stay with me. Welcome to Money with George. I am George, and on this channel, I teach you everything I've learned about money. So consider subscribing if you're in your 20s like me and you're trying to go from a bad position to a great position with money. So I'm going to teach you all the lessons I'm learning along the way. In this episode, we're looking at the top 5 mistakes you can make while searching for a job during this lockdown period. Just having a look over here, there's only around 476,000 jobs available in this moment in time. Now, that sounds like a tremendous amount of opportunity, but you've also got to consider that is around, according to the ONS, that's around 342,000 less than the previous quarter. So the underlying message is there's not many jobs out there, so you have to be better than ever to secure that job that you do want to get and make sure that you're getting that income in so you can move forward with your financial goals. So here we go, the top 5 mistakes you can make and I've made during this lockdown period searching for jobs. Right, so number 1, or uno for my growing Spanish audience out there. Having a very outdated or generic CV is probably the worst thing that you could possibly do in this current circumstance. You've got to understand any employer out there is probably busier than they've ever been. They're going from a point where many of their staff have been furloughed to then coming into the office, and they're dealing with these mountains and mountains of online sort of applications that are coming through. Now, if your CV does not stand out or is generic in any sort of way or not specific to the job role that you are actually interested in, the employer is just they're not gonna be that bothered, to be honest, are they? They're just gonna throw it down the drain or not take that time to really see the value that you can provide for that company. What I'd recommend is either provide a cover letter for each of the roles that you are looking to apply for, or make the summary statement in your CV specific to that role that you are looking to apply for. For example, if you are going for a customer service role or a retail role, talk about the customer service and retail roles or experiences that you've had in the past in that summary or the cover letter, and then straight away, instead of having to trawl through your whole CV and the millions of online applications, you're going to stand out because they'll say, this is the value this person can provide, this is how they can do it, and thank God they've got that sense and the care that I don't have to look through this whole fucking CV, because that is going to be very annoying for a lot of people trying to get these jobs processed and get them moving forward for you. So that is number 1, have an updated specific CV to that particular role. Second one is relying on recruiters. Like I said, very similar situation with recruiters. They're all coming back from furlough, they're all getting to the office at different times, and they've all got thousands of applications for each of their jobs. If you wait for them, they're just going to take forever. Because if they've got 600 jobs or 600 people applying for that one specific job, they're just going to go for the first one or the first person that's applied for it. It may take them weeks to even consider yours. So what I personally recommend is, first of all, give them a call or try and look for jobs where you can work directly with the employer, because it's going to get you that response far quicker. And it's going to get you to a point where you can actually have a job and get that money coming in far quicker as well. So that is number 2. Do not rely on recruiters. They don't care about you. They just want their commission, and they'll keep you on your books, or keep you on their books as well, so they can then use you in the future. But number 3, not having a daily routine. Now, this is so important. I think whatever you do in life, whether you're in the lockdown looking for a job or just a normal human being going about your business, you need a daily routine. Routines are the pinnacle of all success and are going to move you forward in life. But particularly in this moment in time, a lot of people in this lockdown period have gone one of 2 ways. They've either become incredibly lazy, drank, and just sort of doubled down on all the negative behaviours that they do, or they've doubled down on all the positive behaviours. Now, if you don't have work, you need to have a set routine, whether that's including exercise, chores, projects, but you need a reason to wake up every morning, and you need to have specific challenges that are going to move you forward. Because when it comes to then having a job or getting to these interview stages, and the recruiter says, or the employer says, what have you been doing over these past 3 months? And you say, I've been sat in the garden drinking beer or whatever you do. They're not going to be that impressed. But if you say, I've followed a very strict exercise routine, I've done this course, I've done this course, I've done this experience, I've done all these different things, they'll find back and think, okay, this person's got something about them, they seem reliable, they seem like they've got a little bit of self-motivation, which is fantastic, and it's going to come across so much better. The fourth mistake is waiting for the employer or the recruiter to call you. If you've made an online application, like I was saying before, with these recruiters, they're getting thousands of applications just for one potential job. Unless you make a phone call, you're going to be waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks, and the job will probably be fulfilled and taken in the time that you're waiting. So why wait? Give them a call, find out the information, and you'll be able to convey your confidence, your competence, and your ability to do that job, and exactly why you'd be worthwhile. So get on the phone, it's the quickest way of doing it, and save your time. But first protocol, get on the phone, check if the job's still available, and then say, I'm going to send my CV through right now, have a look. And that is the next stage, and you'll find they'll probably take notice of you much more. Now, the final mistake is not managing your money. Unless you're, I don't know, some sort of crazy millionaire and you've got loads of different forms of passive income, maybe you've got an online business, all these different things. But if you're the average person just learning about money, you've probably got one form of income, and often that is just your job. Now, as soon as you lose your job or you're out of work, your main vehicle of finance and money is gone. So you need to make sure that any money that you do have saved up in terms of emergency fund, you're looking after it. Every single penny that you have should be accounted for, and you should look after it so that you don't get into severe financial difficulty where you may have to move out of the place that you're renting, you may have to move back to your parents. It's a very difficult situation if you don't manage that money that you do have. So that was the 5 mistakes that you can make while looking for a job in this current lockdown position, and hopefully that has helped you. Please like and subscribe, and I shall see you soon.